Hey guys, how we doing? Just Juicy here, and I thought it'd be interesting to do a little video along with this week's um, Inner Circle content, and it's a new winter program. And it's based on our under-19 lad Adam Finch at Worcester, and I'm just going to go through sort of the process we went through for profiling to get to where we got with him. And the reason we've gone with his program is because it pretty much encompasses most things that a lot of bowlers are going to need. Okay, so from the profiling day we did this back on 9th of September, let's have a little look. So first up, we looked at his back scan. So this was done by a doctor, Nick Birch, and it's looking at the bone density. So what we can see is the L1, L2, L3, and L4, and it's basically sort of a red, amber, green sort of spectrum really to say how his bone density is, and then it gave sort of a diagnosis of normal fracture is normal. He's above average for his age group, so that was one of the first things we got done, and happily he was all good on that one. So that's happy days. Obviously, if something was down as bone density, we would be worried. And then obviously you got FMS. Let's have a little look at that. There we go. So if we go through FMS, it gets a overall score, couple of reds there. So 3 reds, 4 greens, total of 11. So just to let you know what they look for in FMS, I think is if to get to 14, I think is a good pass. So he would be underneath it. So if we just go, so his reds is active straight leg raise, which is a worry. Just a bit of background on him now. He's I think he's 18, maybe 17. He's still growing, and he's not had a lot of time for actual conditioning. He's had a little bit of a QL problem through the summer, so not bowled for a while either. So to have the reds isn't a massive surprise. Shoulder mobility, a red again, like we've been talking about for the last month or so. We need to be getting that right. And inline lunge. So inline lunge is a bit of a worry. If that's not, or it's not symmetrical, then we need to be looking at that to see how we can be sorting it out. Rotary stability, good. Got 2-2. Trunk stability, push up 2. I think we're going to talk about trunk stability maybe in a couple of months about what we're seeing with that. Hurdle step, good 2. And deep squat 2. So happy days with the rest of that. So from that, we get his FMS workout program, which is just here. So we've got T-spine rotation with reach, trunk stability with knees flex rotation, half kneeling with FMT, assisted reach. So quite a lot of sort of thoracic area type work, single leg stance with core engagement because we want to get that trunk working whilst moving around it. And that's basically it. So that's just his from his FMS testing. That's what they spat out as his work to do beforehand. So before any session, he'll be doing that and his primals. Right, let's get stuck into Steph's report now. Let's get that up. Okay, so here he is. This is a breakdown of his report. We'll just sort of go over that. So as you can see from the pictures on that back foot, he's completely got the whole foot on it, decelerated massively. Just about knee dominant. Steph said it was quite close. So the attractor that you're missing is back foot contact. Everything else is okay, so not masses to work on, which is really good. You can see in his actual front foot contact position, possibly would like it a mid-foot strike instead of toe strike. And if he was off quickly off that back foot, the bowling arm should be a little more delayed. So what Steph's comments is heavy back foot contact, negative effect in timing, therefore lack of upper body contralateral extension, and also keeping hips closed for too long with ball alignment, so we're not getting that pre-hip turn. So then we go through some of his strength work, and he's a little bit below, especially upper body. He's quite a big lad, but he's just not filling out yet. Unfortunately, he's been picked for the under-19s this winter, so again, we're gonna have to. We're not going to get the time we need with him. So looking at specific strength, again, he's a little bit below. Strength all round, really. He needs upping, stretch shortening cycle as well, not using. His RSI was low. So the summary, Steph, let me just go over it quickly. Adam benefited by increasing his general strength numbers, reactive strength index, identifies lack of reactivity, which is a product of max strength. Only where his number exceeds 3 does strength have a limited impact on performance is a way to go. Okay, so that's what we've got to do. RSI indicates the ability of the short stretch shortening cycle. So basically, he hasn't got it. So we need to be looking at getting that back foot contact around 0.2 seconds. So we need to effectively half it, which we can do. It's something we're looking to do, and it's going to be hopefully reflected in the first part of the program, the winter program. And if we get that sorted, then everything else hopefully will just fall into place. Okay. Just his speeds, again, sort of, it was the first time he'd bowled for a while. And they were not great for someone who's bowled 85 on TV. And we talked about light ball. He just did not like the light ball at all. So happy with the heavy ball, not happy with the light ball. So a couple of other things that Steph talked about: needs to get stronger posterior chain, rotator cuff, and keep working on that. Again, we're looking at back foot contact, too long, heel contact observed, more force in, more force out. So again, we need to get him stronger and get him quicker. So his plan of action, ability to bowl with a heavy ball at a quicker pace shows that he's able to transfer the strength he already has through his delivery stride. So he's got a lot of good things there, and his run-up's quite quick as well, 8 meters per second. So we've got some good attributes. So that's the beauty with doing all the testing, as you see, just cutting out the crap, basically. We're seeing what he needs, how quickly we can get him on it, and all that. And Steph's also said his technical bodyweight drill wouldn't serve any purpose for his neurotype. It won't be stimulated, so we need to look at ways to keep his body happy with that. Okay, so from there we can have a little look at his program. So this is a program that's out today. So 2 secs. There we go. Okay, so stage pre-competition, because obviously we've got a month before he goes away with the 19s. Improve overall strength, trunk stability, back foot contact, skill stability, and stretch shortening cycle. So basically, I've gone for a 3-session split. Prep, primals, and his corrective. So you've all got those. And then we've sort of gone lower, upper, and a mix. So with lower body, he's got some trap bar deadlifts, off blocks. And what we're doing here is we're supersetting with almost like a corrective or core type exercise. So he's got a trap bar deadlift superset with a reach, roll, and lift, which is activating his lower traps and getting his scapula in a better position. Goblets with a single leg reach and hold to get his cross therapy pattern, and bar iso press with a single leg depth jump into bounds. So we're looking at a stretch shortening cycle, getting off that back foot, and then finishing off with farmer's walks and bear crawl for whole sort of trunk and global stability. Session 2, more upper body type focus, reverse pull, neutral grip if possible. So again, there's a link. Every time you click on the link, it'll bring up the video. And then we're looking to get obviously the shoulders were a little bit of a worry. He's got 2-1, so we're supersetting it with some shoulder work. We've got the lion banded shoulder extension, which you see a video of. Make sure we diaphragm breathing. Incline alternate dumbbell press with a Statue of Liberty walk. massively crucial. Statue of Liberty will keep your ribs down, don't go into extension, and you don't go with a heavy kettlebell. Single arm rows with Pallof distraction, press for the trunk, and then finish off with a bit of explosion again. Double back foot to many ball shot, making sure we're getting off that back foot, introducing the pre-turn and the foot strike, heel and midfoot, and then again some dead bugs to finish. And is the last session. We got barbell hip thrust again for global strength, superset with some single leg back foot bounds, making sure again quick pace. Okay, so we're not like Steph said with Finchy is long stretch shortness cycle. So when you spend a little bit of time on the ground, he's okay at. His fast stretch shortness cycle, we need to be off, off, off. That's where he struggles. So everything he does is got to be quick, quick, quick. Reverse lunge into hip block, again, sort of a global cross chain sort of work. EQI presser, again, working on upper body strength and stability around the scap area. Nida press and half kneeling weighted bowling, just to get some explosive ending. And that's it. So 3 of those. He's got his primals and correctives, and there's a little bit of specific to him CV work. But to start off the winter, 6 to 8 weeks to get on this. Happy days. Give it a good go and let me know how you're getting on. Speak to you later. Juicy out.